From Valanciunas.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Lowry. Butler with the block. Here's the 3. And he gets it to go.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
And it's Lowry penetrating. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. They take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Raptors.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Rose.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Scola, there's just Lowry. Outside DeRozan. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Chicago calls timeout. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
He just continues to light him up. They're gonna have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
Toronto calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Toronto calls timeout. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Butler. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And Rose throws it down hard.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
I certainly hope so. It's been a terrific contest, and there's nothing like a pair of teams just balling out the way they have been.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Chicago.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Noah comes up empty down low.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Rose passes to Butler. Outside Gasol. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Lowry. It's DeRozan with the drive. The offensive rebound. Lowry kicks to Scholes. Yes!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Here's Butler. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Misses in close.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you know what? Smart fouls. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 3. 9 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Toronto calls timeout. Here's DeRozan. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Scholes. And it's Carroll in the 3. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And so Butler nails both of them. Toronto trailing. Lowry from outside. Rebounded by McDermott.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Outside DeRozan. Here's Valanciunas. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Joakim Noah. The first one falls.
At the line for 2.
Both good from the line that time. And for the Bulls, their shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Pass to McDermott. To the paint. Mirotic dishes to Noah. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Toronto foul call.
No good on the free throw.
That's his second personal foul.
He hits the second from the line. Raptors trail by 3. Lowry drives in. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's McDermott.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Rose passes to Butler. And the layup's good off the glass. Butler's got 24 points.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is. Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner. Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
11 feet away.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
Here's Chicago. A 2-point game. And it's blocked by DeRozan. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Here's Butler. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Well, that took way too long. If they're trying to stretch this thing out, they shouldn't waste so much time.
He dishes it to Gasol. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 1 second left in the first overtime. Guys, what do you think?
With under 2 seconds remaining, you've got to hurry it up. Get the ball up quickly and take one dribble and get it to the rim.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed, Clark, an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.